very much ingrained with our community. We draw energy off the town draws energy off of us. Sometimes I'll get here as early as 5:30 in the morning for an early game, and you've already got folks out tailgating. It's a really cool kind of symbiotic relationship between the town, North Georgia, the state of Georgia, and the university and the Athletic Association.
Athletics is the town. Georgia football kind of reigns supreme here. It's so deeply rooted in this town. Athens is football, basically.
People say it's a football town. Yes, definitely a football town, but people are passionate about every single sport that we have here. Athens really rallies behind UGA Athletics, and they're all intertwined. It's a pretty special place with a lot of passion.
It's electric. It really is. We go into every game expecting that there are going to be people there that have never seen a Georgia football game in their entire life. When you have that kind of energy, it just feeds into the town's energy even more. But it really does. It's exciting.
It doesn't matter what the conditions are like. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. It doesn't matter if it's a noon game or an 8 o'clock game. We're going to put on the best show we can because this might be the only shot that somebody has to see their favorite team. Started like middle of July, beginning of August, when we were doing some programming and people would kind of sneak in at the end of the stadium and they would watch what we were doing. And then people were talking about it on the internet. And then people were, I heard they're going to do this. I heard they're going to do that. It just so happened that our first night game, was the Notre Dame game, which obviously was a big game here.
When we went into our fourth quarter video, it turns all the lights out and it goes all red, and then that red ribbon kind of comes around and it says hunker down, which is kind of our thing. It's the fourth quarter, and it comes blinking red with this siren, and it's an overload of senses at once.
I like to run out of the control room and be in the bowl there, and there were these two guys that were watching, and then they were like, I think I'm gonna go to the restroom, I'll be right back. And the guy started to walk off, and I grabbed his arm, I said, do me a favor. And I said, stick around one more minute. And I said, I think you'll thank me. And then when the lights went down and things started happening, he was just blown away by it. And I was very happy, obviously, and I kind of turned around and started walking back to the control room, and he chased me down and high-fived me.
Seeing the reaction, the passion of the fans, and then the reaction to the red lights and all of that, you can hear that from the fans, you can feel it from the fans even when we were in the control rooms, and just that whole energy, I think, carried us through that day, and it was very exciting.
Georgia relies on Daktronics very heavily for their live game day productions, all the way from the installations of the video board to the service of the video boards to the content that we put on the video boards, and then I see Anna, Lisa, and myself being the last piece to that puzzle, really putting together the show, organizing things, and making sure at the end of the day, the product that we're putting on those boards and on SEC Network or ESPN is the product that Georgia wants out there at the end of the day.
There's a lot of different things that 10 years ago you couldn't even envision. And the nice thing about working with Daktronics is we've been able to, every step of the way, upgrade our relationship with them so that we never felt that we were in over our heads. There was always somebody with a level of expertise that made us feel comfortable on the game production side. Daktronics invented this business. There are other people that maybe had the first video board. There are other people that maybe had the first scoreboard. But this behemoth that has become in-stadium production and LEDs, you guys really perfected it. Front to back, top to bottom, nobody really has their act together the way Daktronics does. They're the industry leader for a reason.